Hello riders and not. Today on the vlog is custom Buell Lightning S1. As a Sportster rider, I was always curious about the Buells. Unfortunately, I started riding after the Buell was discontinued and Harley-Davidson stopped making them. Every single time I saw one, I was very curious what is done to it, how it looks. This one, so heavily modified and rebuilt that I need to borrow John from Frank's Motorcycles, and he will take us through what is done to this Buell, starting with the engine and the gearbox, frame, and brakes, everything. Basically, it is a completely different bike. He said that the previous owner spent 18 grand customizing this Buell Lightning. I know you know everything that is done to that bike.
I know, not everything, no, but most of the things I've been briefed on. 1996 Buell S1 Lightning, originally with a 1200cc Sportster engine. The gentleman, obviously, who owned the bike before, decided that he needed a bit more power, a bit more handling, a bit more braking, a bit more everything. So I believe he started with the back end of the bike and changed it for a white Lightning swinging arm and suspension unit.
The Buell White Lightning.
A white Lightning, which was the kind of upgraded version of this one at the time, which meant he had to change the whole back end, including, if you look under there, there's a fabricated oil tank at the back of the bike there. Beautifully finished. It is actually a work of art, most of the engineering on this bike. And as I say, this back end is now white Lightning. The engine itself has got a Hammer 88 cubic inch big bore kit with Thunderstorm heads on it. I'm not 100% certain of the output, the final output of it, but I've just looked on the websites and it's rated at about 130 brake horsepower. So compared to the original Sportster, it's incredibly powerful. To handle that, the frame has had to be braced with CNC aluminium engine braces. Complementing the engine bracing and the handling of the bike, you've got white power forks with 6-pot Performance Machine American Specialist brakes. To handle the extra power, there's a Baker XL6 6-speed gearbox in there, and it's all controlled through bank handmade hand CNC foot controls and gear changes. Performance Machine wheels, which are specifically made for this bike. They're American imported from, and a custom built AHP, I believe, exhaust pipe, which is actually made for this bike by AHP Performance. as I said, the controls are also made specifically, I believe, for this model. LED light on the front and a slightly adapted seat unit. That's the basic run through of the upgrades on the engine and the frame and the suspension. Oh, and I forgot, it's fed through Mikuni carburettor, so the carburettor's been upgraded as well.
So basically, barely any parts are left original.
Next to nothing at all. You've got the engine cases and the basic engine of the original Sportster. Everything above that has been changed. The carburetion's been changed. The exhaust has been changed. The controls, almost everything that you can change has been changed.
Have you tested it?
I've had a small ride, a short ride. It does handle very well. It handles very quickly, and it also it doesn't take much input to get going quickly.
Is it?
Yeah, very fast.
How is this
bike.
comparing with Harley Davidson Sportster?
Oh, it's just a different planet. Yeah, different planet. You can feel that it's a V-twin Harley. The thump of the engine you can feel. It's just that everything happens much faster than that. Much faster.
Wow. It looks very solid and it looks lovely actually. I like how settled it looks. It doesn't look...
No, it's almost a sleeper. It's like when you find a full Cortina with a 9-litre Chevy engine in it or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been built not particularly to stand out. It's been built for its function, not just its form.
Wow.
Although having said that, I personally think it looks lovely in the silver and
I love
the
it.
slight golds and titaniums and greys. Looks just absolutely stunning.
It looks perfect to me
It
as
does,
well.
yeah. Looks really,
Is it okay
really
to
nice.
hear it?
Yes, of course.
It happened that I have a key.
Okie dokie. Let's get it started.
And you said when you start it starts moving.
It depending on the surface, yeah, it will actually walk backwards on its side stand.
Wow.
There it goes. It's an incredibly powerful engine. And you can see with a even uphill with a slight blip. Yeah. That's already made it about a foot.
Wow.
There it goes. That's it, settled.
Crazy. Wow.
And you
It
can see the distance it's
amazing.
travelled, unfortunately.
Wow.
It's incredibly powerful. It actually feels, it smooths out beautifully when you ride it, but it's an almost organic experience riding it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Wow, that is impressive. Do you know the weight of
I
it?
think this one's around about the same weight, if not
okay.
slightly heavier. I don't believe it's been lightened at all. So, and obviously the 88cc head, it's an iron alloy that weighs more than the original cylinders. So I don't believe it's any lighter than it was, but it's a lot more powerful.
It looks like a little pocket rocket, but it still feels solid.
Yeah, Buells
like
are really known for their
Sportster
handling. They're known for their impressive handling abilities, and this one with the 6-pot brakes and the white lightning back end, it handles like a dream. Really does.
So I am 1.75 m, 6'9", and I'm just about like very comfortably reaching with both feet on the ground perfectly, like with no bend. And when I sit on it, it fits me
Yeah.
It fits me right.
I don't know if you find it as well, but strangely, actually found the saddle remarkably comfortable. When I first
Yeah,
looked at it, I
yeah.
thought, Lord, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
that's what I thought.
But it's actually really comfortable to sit on.
Yeah, and it feels quite soft as well.
Yeah.
And overall, the bike fits very nicely. Because I thought maybe the air filter
Yeah.
might be on the way, but no, it's perfect. And the controls.
Yeah, Bank are an American flat track specialist. They do flat track, they do speedway, and they do conversions and accessories for the Buell motorcycles. So they're specifically designed for the Buell.
And what I like about it, that it is impressive for everyone who knows about motorcycles.
Yeah.
I was watching people passing by when it was outside today, and I could see that everyone who's wearing biker clothing stops and staring at it. It's not the eye catcher, it's not bright colors, it's not something that you will spot from the distance and you will be like, oh, what's this? But when you know,
Absolutely,
you think,
the engineering stands out a mile.
yeah, and the quality of how everything's done, and you look at it and it makes you question what is done and how, and that makes you curious.
Yeah, it's a lovely thing.
Yeah,
it really is a lovely thing.
I love it. What do you guys think? Now it's time for me to go for a run. I need to warm up before that because I'm already cold. Wow. Feels very, very solid. Everything. You look at every single detail, and it just feels so well made. Almost like it's not 90s but earlier.
Yeah, it feels like it's been hewn out of solid metal, doesn't it?
Yeah. It looks like 80s bikes.
Yeah, it's
kind of like the solidness of it.
Yeah, we used to have a company called Harris in this country who did aftermarket parts and built frames and stuff like Harris Performance, and their stuff was as beautifully finished as that as well.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, let's go for a ride. I love it. Everything about it. Seems like Jim can't have enough of it.
Might have to give it the old flip every now and then.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been run for a while, so. Need a bit more rep than that.
Yeah. I just try to be careful, okay?
Yeah. You there?
Just this? Okay. It's a neutral, yeah?
That's it, don't worry about that.
Okay. And this?
That's the one, yeah.
Will it be like this all the way? Will it be like this all the time?
It shouldn't, no.
It will warm up.
You'll be okay.
Oh, okay. It is so strange. There's so much torque in it. It's crazy, guys. Whoa. That's definitely, if you want to do wheelies and stoppies, that's definitely the Harley engine bike for you. Whoa. Oh, wrong one. Let's have a look where we're going. Let's check the signs. Shippers Lane. The feeling of it, the vibration, oh my god, amazing. Okay. It handles so beautifully. It's nothing like my Sportster, nothing. Except from having that fun factor and vibration, but the performance of it is completely different. The brakes are so sharp, everything. I have to be very gentle to feel it, but it feels great. It feels amazing. I love it. I think he liked it. I get so many people looking at this. I think because the way it sounds and looks is very strange comparison, because it sounds like a Harley, but it looks like Triumph Speed Triple or something like that. So it's a very interesting combination. This is off. It's amazing how maneuverable it is. I could get used to that so quickly. I think I want to put some Buell parts on my Sportster. I mean, the smallest twist and the bike just follows. Unbelievable. I've never ridden a not custom Buell, but if they are close to that, I don't get why they were discontinued. I don't get it. This is the best part of my job, to be honest. This is amazing. The other day, the other test ride, I said I love my job, and somebody said it's not really a job because you get to ride a motorcycle, but it's another side of it. It's a lot of editing, and about 80% of my job I spend on the computer to get to this, to get to do that, to ride a bike that I was dreaming to ride. Ooh, backshotting. Wow. I got slightly confused on the roundabout thinking which way to go, to be honest, because I'm just back from Lithuania, and driving everywhere in Lithuania the roundabout goes different way, and I was getting closer, and for a second I have to think. But then it's so much traffic that you can't make a mistake. I mean, everyone goes the same way, but I just caught myself with a thought. I told you what is my favorite part of my job of riding bikes that I'm dreaming to ride, but I have to tell you what is the worst part. If you think of it is editing, no, I quite like editing. I quite like putting everything into the story, and I quite enjoy the time with coffee and sitting creating the little stories for you. And it's not even writing the emails and organizing and all the admin work in arranging everything, which might take hours of invisible job. And it's not even when the computer breaks and I have to solve all the technical issues and do a little bit of programming and all the stuff that is very boring. No, the worst part of my job is that I have to give them back. And I don't want to. I want to ride this more. I really do. How do you... I stalked it like 3 times.
Yeah. I think when you give it...
But afterwards it was alright. It's just fast.
Yeah.
And because I was riding slow, and then it was a horse in front of me, so I didn't want to rev.
Yeah. What did you think of it though?
I love it. It's like a Sportster made into a little toy.
Yeah.
It like I say, it feels like a Harley, but it performs different. Different from any other bike. It's completely experienced and uncomparable with anything I rode before.
It's just bonkers.
Yeah, it's like somebody took my Sportster and tried to make it into Ducati and got something in between.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even when I was trying to keep the rev, sometimes if you don't pull the clutch enough, you feel like it's jumping.
And you can feel it right through your body.
Yeah.
Kind of...
It's amazing. It's very, very... If I would have money, I would buy it.
One absolute boost.
It's lovely.